Next up, we only have 3 TVs left. This one's called Trial by Fire by me. I'm making these titles and they're just like, you know, a quick summary of what it is. This is happinessSame, the warrior, level 27, FoEn of Chabridos. Are these all high level deaths? They're all high-ish. The next two are the last two level 27 ones. This is in Zot 2. We've got to open up this URL. This is a nice and small 43-minute one, and what frame? It is frame. This is actually a pretty tame TV overall. It was one of the first ones that I looked at. I could have been a little bit more selective with it, but it is at least a Zot death. If we see any deaths that are like... I actually should look for clown deaths. That's one thing I didn't look for. Oh no, I did. I did because I looked at all splats and there was none. Okay, go to frame 13289. This is another Che worshipper. What a surprise. Always a shock to see somebody worshipping Che in the crawl community. No one ever worships Che, right? I'll paste the morgue so you can see that. I didn't see what the AC was. It was pretty high. And if you want the playlist, that has the links to all the morgues, and it's what I'm using as my reference. Alright, 13289, I think we're already there. This is a great +4 Great Mace. Happiness, I'm not sure why your weapon enchantment is so low. Worshipping Che. Kermit is not comfortable with your choice of god, nor am I. Oh yeah. Yep, Pearl PDS is pretty nice. That's really gives a nice boost to your EV. Obviously it's not better than plate AC wise, but the lower ER means that you can get a bunch more AC. Obviously it's better to have just straight. I think Gold Dragon scales actually do outclass them if you can wear it, because 1 point of AC is a bit better than, well, what do you gain? 2. You gain 2 AC, but plus you gain base. Net you might gain 4 or 5. And then compared to what EV you would gain. Yeah, it would be, I would probably say it's GDS. Obviously Crystal Plate totally beats it. Yeah, that's true. You can cast spells. Perpetual Blur, is that you, Blur? With the Twitch Prime sub, thank you so much. Everyone give Perpetual Blur. Give him CS style if you can, or any emote to show your support for his support of the stream. Thanks so much, Perpetual Blur. I don't know why I could not say the word perpetual, but I finally did figure it out. Thanks. Enjoy your there's 2 new emotes. Well, this is the one we've had forever, and then there's also, that's the new one, Egypt and his wand. And if you use Discord, I'll give you the link to that really quick. I don't really chat in this. Maybe once I continue growing the channel. But the benefit to joining this is that if you use Discord, you get to use all of my channel emotes since you're a Twitch sub. And that includes my top tier ones that are only available for yeah, so it's pretty cool. You get to use Gamma F Kraken, which is like my tier 2 sub emote, and Gamma F Tentacle, which is my new tier 3 one I finally uploaded. So yeah, you get all 4 of those in Discord, and on Twitch you get only the first 2, but thanks again for that support. I think we're ready to watch happinessSame, Che Worshipper, +4 Great Mace Crushing Owner. We're still not sure why he only has +4 enchant on his endgame weapon, but it's mundane. Oh no, he's got marked, So this is the start of his problems, is him getting marked. He goes up and he rests it off, that's smart, but the monsters are still sort of in the vicinity, so he's got to clear them off. Yep, that's a good point that it's a really high. He rolled through his SH, he rolled through his EV, then he must have had a low AC roll, and obviously it was a very high iron shot roll, because if it is 3d30 max out at 90, and that was a big damage iron shot. That was very unlucky. Of course, he was playing like a madman. Look at that Mana Viper Curse Toe shutdown play there. The anti-magic. I think anti-magic does work fine against those. For Torment. Indeed it does. They are immune to silence, but not anti-magic. Now here's the problem. It's an orb of fire. He's bombarding us. Oh my god, the 8. Oh no. Oh, it went so badly, so fast. It was all over in the blink of an eye. We have to watch that again. So obviously nothing more than a bunch of alarm-trapped monsters. And he Che moves his way back, taking lots of extra hits. So that was kind of getting masked in the TV. Took a hit. Does he move back? Moves back, takes 2 hits, moves back again, moves back, gets 1 hit. Wow, another double hit. Okay, now he tries to go up, and he got another double hit, of course, because Che Briodos. Che Briodos, slow movement penalty, no repercussions there. It's fine, in late game you're just so powerful anyway. Obviously he probably did not have a lot of RF on this character. I'm guessing maybe 1 level of resistance. So Happiness, if you see this, well, we should look at his morgue to be sure, because I'm actually not sure. I did not actually inspect that to see, but I'm gonna guess we've got like, yep, only RF plus. His source of RF was a single ring of protection from fire. But Happiness, did you have potions of resist? You had 5, Happiness. That was definitely the time to quaff one of those. And you know, you can even throw on another ring and get RF3, and that takes a lot of the punch out. His AC, his defenses were a +3 plate armor. Only a +4 Great Mace, and only +3 plate. I'm wondering what happened with our AC situation. He's carrying 3 scrolls of enchant armor. So I don't know why we had such aversion to... apparently there's no list file. That's weird. Anyway, I won't look that up, but Happiness... Yeah, there's obviously all sorts of things he could have done. He could have used temporal distortion. I mean, he wanted to run away, so you could have used step from time. But if you're gonna Che walk your way from an orb of fire, you kind of got to load up on that RF so that you don't take much damage. Yeah, he's waiting on Gold Dragon scales until like Zot something. I mean, he only had 3 scrolls in his inventory. I tried to look up his list file, but I don't know what the URL format is for that on CKO. So I couldn't see if he had like a stash somewhere, which I suspect he might have. Anybody else finds the list file, they can check that out. But sad news, Happiness. Hopefully next time we respect the orb a little bit more. This next one I have titled Accursed Shaft. This is Shummie, who you may remember earlier from the cool play. I believe Shummie had the Dispersal Trap cool play. Oh no, Shummie was almost dead to Lerny, and he said that he claimed that he sucks at crawl. So now we're going to watch Shummie in Cocytus. Sorry. Is that Cocytus? Or is this Tartarus? Did I get that wrong? Well, we'll find out. This is a CSDC Week 4, the Crawl Sudden Death Challenge run by ebering, and we're playing back for Week 4. I think there's a... This is the tournament info, and it's ongoing. You can't join it right now. Signups were much earlier, but it's coming to a close. We're only in the final 2 weeks. Next Friday we'll begin the final week. You can check out the standings and learn about how the tournament is. So I'm on replay duty for this week for replaying interesting deaths. There's Shummie. Where did we end up? Well, I guess I should get to the frame that I need to get to. Frame 153. I swear it's not Cocytus, but it's Tartarus. Okay. Yeah, it must have been, but I don't know. I guess it's because of the thing that kills him that made me think that it was Tartarus. Yep, it is Cocytus. Here he is on Cocytus 1. Notice the plus 21 Sword of Power. Fall through a shaft. Now we're on Cocytus 2. Yeah, there's a lot of just conventional undead. That's, I think, why. I should have, but the water. So this is all deep water and shallow water. These cyan-colored walls are actually just... I think those are all diggable walls, actually. They're just colored. Now he's in statue form, plus 27 Sword of Power because he's in statue. So the Sword of Power gives you HP. It has slaying based on your max HP. So the more you get, the more slaying it gets, up to 27. So he's got the max. So he's got shafted down. He's using Passage of Galubria right now, looking for the next stairs. Of course, he can just Formicid shaft himself down, which I don't know why he's not doing it. He falls through a shaft. Oh, he got shafted again. I think these are trap shafts, not his own. I guess he didn't figure that out. Now we're in statue and we're fighting various undead monsters. Nothing really too notable. Cocytus is pretty easy. It has shard strikes, but the final level, Cocytus 7, is a little nasty. There's a Lich. Obviously those have some pretty nasty spells, but at this stage, not that scary. We've got not that... Well, statue form does meld your stuff, so... Out of statue, he has really good AC. In statue... Oh, he's taking some huge damage, though. He's already at half HP. Lesser Beckoning. Back in statue. Near starving. Oh no, Torment. Now, yeah, we've got 3 Reapers. That's too many Reapers. Shummie. Shummie, make a gap. Make a bigger gap. Remember the making of a gap, Shummie. Oh no, we're in a very bad situation. It's plus 7 Sword of Power. It has lost rather a lot of enchant. Can we Serpent Slash our way out of this? No, we have... Oh no, Shummie. You went with the Heavenly Storm. But that was not the answer. Because you had 3 Reapers, all 3 of whom could hit you. Sorry, Shummie. You survived Lerny, and you came so far. But death has come for you. Death came for you 3 times in this case. He's got mostly trash monsters. I mean, Reapers are not, you know, anything unkillable, obviously, but they just hit for like, what is it, 40 base damage or 35, and they have a scythe on top of it. So they have a slow attack, which is good for, you know, giving you some distance, but Shummie, what was his weapon? He had a +9 Vamp Battle Axe. What was he? Alright, just the Sword of Power. Yeah, you could do better than the Sword of Power. It is still a very good weapon, Shummie, but you got to keep up your HP. You have to not be getting into these low HP situations. So at this point, a triple sword is pretty good. you would have done better with triple sword, Shummie, since you had the XP for it. And yeah, there's the question of whether statue form was really helping you. I think actually just having AC, you were using statue to get the AC boost to get the slaying boost for Sword of Power, so I appreciate that, but you're also creating all the issues of statue form. Yeah, you get tormented a lot, and that's going to cut out. So I appreciate the synergy of trying to boost your HP to get more slaying, and that making Sword of Power really, really, really good. To be fair, at plus 27, that's going to outclass like any triple sword, I think, pretty well. Actually, I haven't run FSim on that, but that's a crap ton of slaying. Like 18 slaying more, that's crazy. So that's easily going to win. The problem is you can't really lose. I'm not sure what your fighting was either. Yeah, I mean, statue form with a weapon just generally isn't good because you're getting the same net damage because you get it takes you 1.5 aught to attack, or 1.5 times as much to attack, and it's negating your 1.5 damage boost. For UC, you get a further base damage boost that you don't get with the weapon, on top of the 1.5 thing. So for UC, it's actually a decent form, but for a weapon, it's not so much. Situationally, for Torment help, sure, but you had better defenses without it, and then you could have just used a stable weapon. Plus 27 should outperform. Slaying is surprisingly really outstanding. If you FSim it will beat a plus 9 triple sword. Now, it might come close to a plus 9 triple sword of speed, but that's really hard to get a hold of. But just say something like a Lek, which is about the top tier. Well, plus 9 triple sword of Holy Wrath, if you had one of those, that would be an interest. That would even be better. That I would like to see. But if your HP is maxed, it's absolutely outstanding, and there are very few things that are going to beat that. Slaying is much more powerful than the difference in base damage. Difference in base damage is not much. For a triple sword is just not that high. 18 slaying absolutely annihilates that difference. And as far as aughts go, they have the same min delay, Iggy. So you get them to min delay, great sword, triple sword, they're the same speed. Obviously it takes more skill, but at this point you should have them both trained to min delay. If you didn't, then that would be a factor, but yeah, no, it's actually an endgame weapon, a great sword. You can comfortably win like a 3-rune game with it, or actually even without a Sword of Power, just like a good branded one. It's sufficiently good damage, and it's actually a really nice weapon because it doesn't cost that much skill. It's just a lot of people don't like to do that style of two-hander. Anyhow, tough luck, Shummie. Thanks for the cool play and for the interesting death. Last one, SpaceButler. I wonder if SpaceButler has ever been to the moon. Speaking of great swords, I titled this one a truly great sword because he goes off on a sword hunting quest. This is a level 20 FoEn of Wujian again on Shoals 4. This is our Shoals 4 TV. $17,087. He has got a demon blade, and this should be it. Yep, he's a butler from space, or in space. He's got a +1 demon trident, demon blade, and 14 skill trained. And now he's picking up a long blade manual, so he's now going to up his game and go for a proper two-hander. And so he starts looking for them. That's a very nice demon blade, since it's anti-magic. He just picks up a +1 greatsword, which I hope he doesn't wield that right now, because that demon blade is definitely going to beat that greatsword at 14 skill, on top of being anti-magic, which is a really, really nice brand. Not even bad in Shoals 4 because of some of the spellcasters there, although it's not the absolute best place for it. Yeah, I didn't see the rings, but Sally says he's got some good ones. We've cleared Shoals 4 except for 2 vaults that we have excluded. So let's open up this one and ready our lamp of fire, I guess. Oh no, wow, we took a lot of damage right away. Ball of steam for a quarter of our HP, maybe almost a third of our HP. That was not a nice... These are not nice merfolk, but it's got the rune. 4 Aquamancers. What face? Indeed. Here come the Aquamancers. Anti-magic is very nice here to prevent them from casting. Sadly, you didn't even get the first hit. We've got 2 Impalers. This is kind of a lot for our meager defenses, SpaceButler. I don't know how you do things in space, but this is a little risky. Oh, we're XVing the Aquamancers. What do these guys even do? We're asking ourselves. It's time to have a backup plan because we're going to Ice Blast 3 of them. Comes the Siren, incoming Mesmerize. Are we going to make some plays with Wujian martial moves? It's got a Demon Trident of draining that one. What's our move? Oh, there it goes, Heavenly Storm. Now we begin the dance, the merfolk dance. Oh wow, we killed a lot of those. We're dancing with confidence now. Look at them, Merfolk Impaler down, just a Sea Snake and 1 wounded Impaler that don't actually see. Oh no, we took some more dance. Here comes Mana Viper. Oh no, Javelineer. Here's, oh no, the other one. The other hut, it's got a bunch of merfolk. 16 slaying, but we're taking too much damage. SpaceButler, no. It's time to fire rockets. We must exit. Eat what? Oh no, don't eat. Oh, okay, that was just... We have 19 slaying, but with this HP... We really need to do something about this. We didn't buff SpaceButler, like agility, might. Okay, we're still killing tons of crap. Wow. Oh. But we're 1 hit away from death. Picard maneuver. Yeah, 10 rations left. There might be more in shops. Well, we're still killing these merfolk. Oh, was that distortion I saw on the Impaler? Oh no, +3 Trident of distortion. SpaceButler, he's going to send you into space. Oh, space warps horribly around you. That's not good. That was horrible. SpaceButler, I feel like I should lecture you about going to space when you don't want to go to space. Got large shield life, yeah. You just pretend that you can never get hit. Oh no! Space warps horribly around you. You die, SpaceButler. You didn't actually get sent to space, aka the Abyss, but you got horribly distorted. Oh, nice Morgue Dagger, by the way. Scale Mail. Yeah, that is a nice ring. What was that ring? The ring Song Kokuo. Arlek, R poison, RC++, RN++, and then a loss of dex. I mean, as amazing as that might look, it's sort of just a convenient Arlek, R poison. I mean, it's pretty cool to have access to like that much RC and RN too. What's really nice is it's like the great resist swap ring. Unfortunately, if we could replace that RF with, or that RC with RF, I would be over the moon with SpaceButler. We'd both be on the moon. Boots of Running. Pair that up with Serpent Slash, SpaceButler, and you could run away. Cloak of Invis! SpaceButler. SpaceButler, you had the Cloak of Invis, SpaceButler. You could have been Invis. The Aquamancers do see Invis, but none of the Impalers, none of the Javelineers, none of the other merfolk. Not Sirens. Oh, SpaceButler. Well, people, don't forget to use Invis. It's really overpowered in Shoals. It's overpowered absolutely everywhere. It's just really good in Shoals. It's good in Spider. It's good in Swamp. It even has use in Snake because there are, various snakes. Shock Serpents, anyone? Remember how those are like the top killer in Snake? They don't see Invis. Things like Anacondas and the other snakes either. Don't ever forget to use your Cloak of Invis. You say that, Perpetual Blur, but I guess, yeah, he might have said, okay, well, the Aquamancers don't see Invis, so I'm going to use the Fog. Obviously, if you use the Heavenly Storm, it doesn't play with Invis, so that's something to consider. It's just that if you're in danger, well, 3 Aquamancers, so I understand how he wanted to get those killed. And he did have the Fog up, but yeah. Anyhow, Invis is pretty good. Obviously, his problem is he just took on so much at once without any plan for... I mean, you don't even have to go do Shoals 4 at XL20. It's still somewhat dangerous. XL20 is a pretty safe margin, but you don't have to do it then. You can come back to it. Well, no, you don't have to use Heavenly Storm, Flood Killer. You can use Invis and have all those monsters not hit you. Heavenly Storm is great for making fog for escape. It's obviously amazing damage, but you're also attracting that entire other vault. I mean, he might have attracted them anyway, but you can peel off Merfolk with Invis and lure over the Aquamancers and do stuff much more safely. You can't pair the two, but you use the stronger, more appropriate thing. Right, yeah, it's just with that ability it doesn't work, but we're talking about different things. I'm talking about using the right thing, and once you've made the decision to use Fog or Heavenly Storm or something that makes clouds, basically, that you have to stand in, Invis is no longer a play. But you had some amazing gear, sir. SpaceButler. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that. That's the 8 plus 3 I had for this week.